Hello everyone, this is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts, bringing you another reading. So we will be taking a look at the current energy for you and your person, and ultimately what's influencing the journey or experience that you might be having right now when it comes to them. All right, guys, so I'll tap into that energy. It is general as always, so please do keep that in mind throughout this reading and only take the parts of it that truly make sense for you and your situation and release what doesn't. All right, guys, so let's get into some insight for you. Hey there, Virgo. Let's go ahead and take a look at messages for you guys and what needs to come through. So current energies for your connection. Let's grab some insight here for you. For Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Current energies. All right, we've got two cards coming through already. We have communication. There is a need for expression of feelings and the heart in this relationship or connection. Work on communicating and connecting in different ways. Fully connect with this person and let them know how you feel. Right off the bat, guys, what I'm feeling, especially if there is no communication between you and the person that you're focused on, it doesn't have to be 3D. It could be 5D interaction. You could be connecting in your dreams, connecting in your heart space, energy transfers, And so this could be at this point in time for those who are in separation. That could be how it's coming through. Let's see the other card here. We have conflict. Okay, so whatever this conflict is, it could be different for every person tuning in, but this is what it says. There is conflict within a relationship that is causing emotional upset and tension. Some things may have been said from a negative place. Someone may be lying to you or lying to themselves. This may pertain to internal or mental conflict about a choice or a situation. And as we draw more cards, we'll hopefully get a better understanding of what that conflict could be. But that is being brought forward at this point in time for current energies. That could also be why you guys are not talking. Let me grab one more. But look at this. We have forgiveness. Your heart needs to be in the communication. Isn't that interesting that that word is communicated once again? Communication of forgiveness. Fully forgive yourself and others. Forgiveness will allow you to move forward and heal. It will create more space for love in your life. Bottom of the deck, we have time apart. Time apart is needed. The distance will bring clarity. Take the time to focus on yourself and doing the things that you love. This is an opportunity to master something within. This was the bottom card. I was only going to pull 3, but that came forward as well. So I am feeling that eventually there might be the possibility of you hearing from this person in the 3D, but there are certain things that need to be cleared out first. So maybe at this point they're focusing on just healing parts of themselves that need it, and this is a reminder for you to focus on the same. All right, so let me go ahead and take a look at some other cards and see what else needs to come through here for you. All right, so what is the energy that's influencing your experience at this point in time when it comes to this person? It is clarification that more than likely there is a separation between the two of you. Maybe they've been thinking a lot about you lately and really wanting to reach out, but part of that conflict energy is what's preventing them from doing exactly that. The last time you guys spoke, it could have also been very hurtful. Maybe you both feel you've made mistakes, and that could be why we're seeing the need for forgiveness. All right, so let's go ahead and grab some cards. What's influencing this experience right now? Okay, yours is the only touch I hunger for, the only kiss I long to taste, the only true love from me. Our fiery chemistry is out of this galaxy. So regardless of where you guys are at right now, this person still thinks about you. They're still drawn to you. Maybe you guys have been with other people, other connections, but there's something about this one that you tend to gravitate towards, and so do they. Okay, let's see what else. What else? Look at this. You're the only one that can see the fire in my soul. I mean, very similar messages in that it's telling you you're the only one that really stands out more than anybody, okay? They feel drawn to you. They're magnetically pulled. Let me grab one more for Virgo. Okay, so for those of you who are not familiar with this song, it's by Katy Perry. It's called Self-Inflicted. It says, "Baby, you are the weapon I choose. These wounds are self-inflicted. I'm going down in flames for you." So this reminds me of a situation where maybe there were some red flags here. It could have been ignored red flags, you know, just going for it anyway. I'm kind of feeling for certain scenarios, part of those red flags might have something to do with other relationships, other people getting in the way of you guys being together. That doesn't always equate to a third party reference, but for some of you, maybe it does. All right, so let's set these guys aside. Let me go ahead and focus on some tarot messages here from the Tarot Doodle deck. All right, here we go. For Virgo, clearly you guys are apart, more than likely in no contact. Something's standing in the way. There's definitely a need for healing here between the two of you. And what we have in the reverse is the Six of Cups. So it says stuck in the past, regret, not letting go, denial. That could be how you're feeling. That could also be how the other person is feeling. And perhaps if you're on the same page, if you guys are not moving on or moving forward, because there could be this intense connection between the two of you. And so if there are other people in the picture, you know, maybe somebody was either married or committed elsewhere, either yourself or the other person, you know, and so there's this feeling of stagnancy, a situation perhaps that cannot be let go of due to other obligations, maybe. All right, let's see what else. And, you know, Six of Cups is focused on memories and feeling nostalgic about some of those memories. But some of the memories could also have been pretty difficult. Let's see. What else for Virgo? Even if you guys are apart, though, I really feel it still stands out more than any other connection that either of you can ever get into. We do have the Ace of Cups here. New love, creativity, emotional awakening, fulfillment. I feel that's what you guys had experienced at one point in time. And there's this need to, or at least this desire to make it a reality again. It could certainly be where you feel like your cup is just empty without this person. And maybe that's how they're feeling. And the two of you guys together just makes sense. But ultimately, we're seeing some sort of issue preventing union at this point in time. Not to say that it can't happen later, but something needs to be addressed. What else for Virgo? All right, we've got the Three of Wands. So, you know, we see that something is stuck in the past here. It could be your person who can't seem to move on with their life because they're not with you and they're just focusing on the memories from the past. It could be that that's something you relate to as well. But there also is this need to just look ahead, move forward, see what the future can actually bring you. But, you know, it just reminds me of no movement, like something's not happening right now. And then we've got the Lovers card that is followed by the Tower. And so you guys definitely experienced some sort of Tower moment. That right there is addressing the separation between the two of you. It has something to do with wrong choices or choices that were made for the right reasons, but maybe the wrong timing. The Lovers card can represent the chemistry that you guys have towards each other, the love that you feel for one another, where everything just made sense. The chemistry off the charts, right? We're seeing two cards that literally says you're the only one that they want. Maybe you feel the same way, but when this happened, you know, as perfect as you felt this connection was, something contributed to this Tower moment that, you know, you guys needed to just go your separate ways for whatever reason. So in the meantime, there are lessons and obligations to address. And I have a feeling it's either, again, somebody was married or in another relationship. Maybe you guys both were. And certain things need to be focused on first before communication can actually happen to possibly bring you guys back together if that's something that you're open to. All right, let's grab another card. What else for Virgo? We do have the Page of Pentacles. Okay, I'm kind of feeling more this energy of a masculine that's focusing more so on what it is that they need to do in their life right now. You know, they're all about manifestation at this time, but I'm also feeling part of that manifestation could be in their work environment or just other areas of their life. And that certainly includes what it is that they would want in their love life, because right now it's just in the planning stages. It's not ready to come into focus in the 3D. Let's see what else here for Virgo. Look at this. Eventually, though, I'm getting that you guys will have another opportunity to reconnect, to carry on the conversation, to finally communicate openly with each other in the 3D, to address whatever these conflicts are. Because I have a feeling if you guys are really on the same page and wanting to fix things here, you know what those issues are, you know. And it's a possible workable situation to come back together and work through everything in order for you guys to avoid any future tower moments and to just concentrate fully on the love that you have for one another, building a life together and looking towards a much more positive outlook in the future. All right, guys. So if you relate to that, hopefully there's something here that brought you enlightenment and guidance in your situation. If you are interested in your own reading, that info is down below. I'll go ahead and link the decks as well. Thank you so much, guys. I will catch you next time. Take care.